before we start here, there are two things I've come to understand. The first one is that we keep asking, what are they doing? Instead of us asking, what are we to do to make this money? And two mindset I've set my mind to do this week is telling myself I must win and I must be right. That's on period, guys.
Picket fence fantasies and put a cork in your high school memories. This is my country, my damn country. Give me my country, you can keep the rest. This is my country, my damn country. And it don't mean a thing if it don't pass the test. If you ain't never spent a single night in jail, then get another job and I'll see you in hell. I'm drawn like a moth through the neon. Need a bucket of beer and someone to fight. Don't call yourself country if your music is shitty.
Well, welcome to another episode on EWL Podcast, Experience Luchi Podcast. I am your host, it is Luchi Gloria, and I'm so happy to be here, relaxed and just sitting. I was just there, guys. So I titled today's episode "Whatness" in brackets small talk because I just want to talk to my fellow girls, to my fellow guys. What thing they go on? What thing they call? We just talk. Now time to do. You understand what I started to talk? So a lot of things were just going through my brain, through my brain. A lot of things were just going through my mind this morning. The fact that I should do this podcast today, and to tell myself that I am my own person. And I was listening to the radio one particular morning, and someone said a lot of pressure that we find ourselves experiencing this today is because of unhealthy comparison. We tend to compare ourselves with this person. What this person they do? I won't buy my Benz tomorrow. Obviously, we can't buy the Benz, but the problem is we're not asking ourselves the right question. We're asking what that person they do instead of what we're supposed to. And I'm just here to tell you guys that it's not all rosy on this side. And the first year I did talk all this, me say I don't get my own wahala. I get my own wahala. And I want to tell you guys, like, I'm not ashamed to say that I am at a stuck point myself because I just ran up school and a lot of things, a lot of suggestions, a lot of opinions on what I should do next. Given the fact that my results are not yet out and I can't go for my NYSC yet, so a lot of things are just going on. I'm asking myself, should I start this? Should I not start this? Should I go forward? I had Chiamaka on the last episode, and we talked about a lot of things, transitioning from moving from school to the house, the procedures and things that have changed for us, the fact that we are now responsible for our own expenses. We're now responsible for our own expenses. We're not being held for a lot of things, a lot of debit alerts here and there. And it's just so funny that given these problems and these new things, it's not still going to put on the table what you're going to do, yeah? We are not still at that point where we want to be. So I have come to realize that we are putting a lot of pressures on ourselves. That pressure is very necessary. It has to be there because it has to put a lot of us. But the question is, what are we going to do? That is what we are going to be asking ourselves now. And that's what I want us fresh graduates to start asking ourselves. What are we going to do to start making this money? So, like, guys, I've given myself a lot of advice. I have been through a lot of thinking. I have thought, and a lot of times thinking is not always going to bring the solution sometimes. So this episode, I just want to encourage each and every one of us to let's try to work on ourselves. Let's try to ask the right questions, like what are we going to do, not what are they doing. Like, do you get the message? What are we going to do? And it's so interesting that my last birthday I posted my account number, my social media account, and guys, God bless the people that saw the account. So, like, God is not going to ignore your problems. And I was like, it was like small talk though, but I was like, I'm going to do giveaway on my next birthday. A lot of people on my next birthday, a lot of people thought I was joking, but actually I'm going to do giveaway on my next birthday. Like, you know what I'm saying? So guys, I really just want to inspire us this morning that it's never too late. I just want to encourage us this morning to push forward with whatever we're doing, consistency and hard work. In as much as I've said in my previous episode that you need network, but you still need to put the work to be able to get to the point where you want to get. You know what I'm saying, guys? Yeah. So I think that's all on today's episode. Will always tell us, let's try to work on ourselves as better individuals. Let's try to do the right thing. Let's put in a lot of effort in whatever we want to achieve, and I promise us, at the right time and at the right season, we're going to reap the fruit of our labor. I'm sounding like a preacher, but that's not my intention. But yeah, I'm praying for us, because it's really, really hot over here. Like the pressure, I told my brother that I'm feeling pressure, and he's like, you've not started yet. The talk about marriage as a typical Igbo girl, the talk about what are you doing next, the talk about when are you buying your latest branded products, the thought of when, so it's mostly just vain thought and everything, but still it's something that we still want to do. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's still something we want to do for ourselves. We want to live our best life. So the question of what are they doing to do that should be, what are we going to do to be better, to be prosperous, to flourish. So that's just what I wanted to say on this episode, guys. So don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Luchi sconcept. Let's give a moment for you to go subscribe. And yeah, I'll be right back. So make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please follow me on IG. Please follow me on IG at EWL_podcast, Oluchi and Luchi sconcept. Let's interact. Let's talk about what we should do to get to a better level. You know what I'm saying? So like I always say in my episodes, let's spread love, because love is light, love is love, and God is love. I love you guys, and shout out to Chikwa's hair for this hair. I really love it. Like, I'm looking pink, guys. Those me. Oh, shout out to my graphic designer too, at Big Touch Graphic. Let's follow him on Instagram. And I love you guys. So that's all.
The job, and I'll see you in hell. I'm drawn like a moth through the neon lights.